All right, trying to figure out where I can get the best lighting in here. I just finished up tonight's workout. I hit 315 for single on the bench, which I'm pretty stoked about. It's been, like I said, about 3 or 4 years since I hit that. You know what? It might have actually been, hasn't been since January of 2015 in my last USAPL powerlifting meet is where I hit over 300 pounds, even training or anything like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. Must be pretty pumped up. We have our first track meet tomorrow with Nazareth College. We're opening up at RIT. And you know, working out and training with the athletes that I have, it's really fired me up a lot this year. It's really interesting, the dynamics and the culture that we have amongst the 6 of us when we're at practice. You know, it's really kind of stoked the fire in me to get out there and compete and train again. Seriously train and compete. So really, you know, they've been a big catalyst for me and support more than they can imagine. So I want to say thank you to my throwers at Nazareth for you know, stoking the fire a little bit, getting me fired up to compete again. But it took me about 30 minutes to work up to 315 in the garage by myself. I did some really slow sets, 225, 255, 75, 295, and 315. So it kind of gives me a good benchmark of where I am, no pun intended with the bench, of you know, where I am training wise for the next few months. But I'll use 315 as my training max, and you know, we'll put a plan together. I laid out a 16-week plan plus meet week, so I'll share that a little bit this weekend. Tomorrow I'm not going to train. Obviously we're going to be at a meet at RIT all night, so if any coaches out there, you know how maybe some of you might get that low back pump during the meet, so no training tomorrow. Tomorrow will be off, then Friday excuse me, Friday we'll be back with squats, and then off for the weekend. But you know, I just want to say also, I posted part of an article that I started writing for the website that I'm going to create that kind of chronicles this journey also. So besides just posting the videos on Instagram and YouTube, for those of you who might be interested in reading, so I'm going to start putting that together. But I was talking to a colleague today, actually about a conversation I had with my college kids on Monday. One of my athletes asked, you know, how I find the time to do all this stuff. And I didn't really give her a good answer. You know, I shouldn't really ask anything after the fact, but I really said, you know, as adults, we just try and, you know, make time for the things that are really important to us. And that was about it. And I don't know if that was sufficient enough at the time, because there wasn't follow-up, and then we just started on with practice. But I really started thinking about it a lot the last few days of, you know, when I was 18, 22 even, graduated from college, I wasted a ton of time looking back now and reflecting back on everything. If I knew back then half of what I know now about recovery, nutrition, you know, all those other intricacies that play a big role in sport performance and athletic performance, I probably would have thrown a lot farther. Probably would have been healthier throughout my college career. I feel like I wasted a lot of time just doing nothing, you know, playing video games and the such. And then even upon graduation too, graduated, I was coaching and teaching and going to grad school full time, and there's still wasted time in between. And I guess as you get older, you kind of realize, you know, you can't really get that time back, but you just kind of prioritize a little bit. You know, and I kind of posted that today, that you know, I wish even 10 years ago I would have been able to figure out some more of this time management stuff, because I feel like I get more accomplished now with 3 kids running around than I did before my wife and I had kids. You know, we were both teachers, so we would come home, go to the gym, train together, come home, have dinner, and that was it for the night. You know, I didn't blog, I didn't have a website, like I didn't do anything else. And then, you know, as we, you know, had our first child, second child, and so on, we got busier in the essence, or in the sense, but I feel like we got more accomplished. Like, I get more writing done now when the kids go down and I don't train. You know, I guess it's what we prioritize and what we put our mind to. You know, what we want to accomplish is what we get out of it. But I don't know if that's a better answer than what I gave my college athlete. But yeah, I don't know, kind of rambling on now, so I'll call it because it's getting kind of late. It's about 10 o'clock. But I appreciate anybody who's going to watch this video. I guess this is almost a conclusion of week 1, and you know, trying to figure out how this powerlifting meet's going to go in March, and then the quick transition on to some triathlon competitions. But I appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate people who are, you know, posting comments on Instagram and things like that, and I really do appreciate it. I mean, you're taking the time out of your schedule to post on you know, my page, so thank you very much for that. Hopefully you can find some value in some of the things that I'm posting and talking about and the such. But you know, thanks for watching tonight's video, and have a great night.